welcome to Lessons with Lani. Happy Monday. Hope you got through your weekend without any significant injuries. Today, what you will need are really just a piece of paper, some scissors, and a marker or a pen. Optional is magnetic letters, a cookie tray. Oh, I'm sorry, you'll also need a book or something with printed word on it. So today we're going to talk about helping kind of younger kiddos understand the difference between a letter and a word. And then for slightly older kiddos, understanding the difference between a word and a sentence. These are all part of something we call concepts about print or concepts of print. And I'm going to be doing a video probably next week that gets a little more into how to really delve into concepts about print because it's an essential skill. It's an essential pre-reading skill. So one thing you can do is you can build your child's name or have them build their name with magnetic letters if you have them. If you do not have them, you just need a strip of paper. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the magnetic letters and then tell you how you do it with the strip of paper to accomplish the same thing. So I used my dog's name Griffin because he's been wanting to be a part of these videos and I've been keeping him at bay. So what we do is at first we build his name and then we could say the letters Griffin. Then we count how many letters are in the word Griffin. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's important to have the kiddos, if they can, touch each letter so that they're really kinesthetically getting it, that one-to-one match. Then what we do is we scramble them all up. This is called a make and break. So we're going to break it all up or scramble it up. I like to sing a little song when I do it, and it helps to engage kids. So we sing this song. It's really hard. Ready? Scramble, 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 scramble. Please. Now the word, which is their name, is all scrambled up, and they have to put it back together. Some kids might need some assistance with this. Some may not. It's great to start with something really familiar to them, like their name. And then it's back together. And so that's one word, 7 letters, and they need to go in order. So it's a fun little activity you can do. I like to use a cookie sheet to kind of contain it, and also because these are magnetic so they don't go everywhere. You can also just write the name on a piece of paper and cut, or even better yet, have the kids cut between each letter so you really can see, do they understand one letter, one letter, one letter, and then you just do the same thing of scrambling it up and putting it back together. So that's one way to talk about the difference between a letter and a word. The next way is you're going to take a book and 2 index cards. And just, you could read the book together and then have the kids turn to their favorite page. So maybe their favorite game is about this hoop game. And it says, we can play a hoop game. So you'll read the sentence. You're going to model this first and then expect kids to do it. But I sing a song when I do this, and it's helping them find first a letter and then a word. So we're going to slide them around like this. It seems to us as adults like this is kind of absurd. Kids love it. So we sing, find a letter, you know how, slide around the cards, show me now. And the idea is they can isolate one letter between the 2 cards. And then hopefully they can name the letter. If not, you name it for them. So if they do this, then you say, uh-oh, that's a word with 4 letters. We want just 1 letter, and you can help them close it in. Then we do the same song, but with words. So I'll speed up the song for the purpose of the video, but basically you do, find a word, you know how, slide around the cards, show me now. And hopefully they can show you 1 word. Some kids will do this, and then you need to help them know that these are spaces between words, and there's the 1 word. If they can read it, great. If not, you read it for them. Maybe they can say the letters in the word, and then what you can do is say how many letters are in that word, and hopefully they can count 1, 2, 3, 4 letters in that word. You can also look at the whole sentence and say how many words in that sentence, and many young readers will start to count the letters. So the more you do this kind of activity, the more they can then identify these are each a word. Within the word are something we call letters. This is all completely arbitrary that obviously humans made up. So kids just don't instantly understand it. For some kids, it has to be explicitly taught. Then you can ask for their favorite page from the book and you can copy that sentence on a strip or ask them to come up with their own sentence. So maybe you say, well, what do you like to play? What kind of game? And maybe they say something like, I'm not going to try to write upside down. It's not worth it. Maybe they say, I like to play, a ball game. And you write it for them and do a period at the end. Unless it's a question, you do a question at the end. For younger kids, like much younger, you might want to stick to something that just has like 3 words and see if they can do this. Then you give them, you're going to model it once for them. But after that, you give them the scissors and you tell them to cut in between each word. You might want to, for kids who are just getting into this, draw it really lightly in pencil. You might want to start some cuts for them to show where to cut. And then we can do the activity we learned about last week called snipping. So they're going to snip in between each word. And then make sure they leave the period attached to the last word. If not, they could cut the period out and do that as something separate. Now make sure they're all face up. And we're going to sing the scramble song again. And they're going to do scramble, 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 scramble. Please remember, this is for some older kiddos or kids, not even older because this is developmental. This is for kids who have something beyond just very basic pre-reading skills. And they're going to put the words in order to make a sentence. So they'll do, I like to play a ball game. When you're modeling it for them, I would recommend intentionally making a mistake. So maybe you would do this. And then you start to read it and say, I like to play ball game. That doesn't make sense. I know. So they learn that when you read it out loud, now you can listen to if it makes sense. So you scramble them up, you put them in order, and then you ask them, count how many words in that sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Or you could do something like, show me a word that has 4 letters. Show me a word that has 3 letters. And that is a way to develop concepts about print, help kids who are maybe reluctant to writing. They can see that they'll be creating. You're doing the physical writing for them, but they're dictating, so they're orally composing the sentence, and you could do longer and longer sentences to make it a real challenge. Sometimes then I like to collect them. I put a little paper clip on them, and I put them in a little plastic bag. And I maybe will write the full sentence on the plastic bag. So as you're creating more and more, they can just grab those individual sandwich bags and try to do it themselves. You can do the same with words in little plastic bags. If you're more environmentally friendly, you find some other fun option for it. Maybe put them in a little organizer. And that's all. If you could take pictures or videos of your kiddo doing this and you want to comment below with those, I would love to see them. Again, feel free to ask me any questions, tell me any comments you have, and we will be back tomorrow with another video. Stay safe, stay warm. Here it's snowing. Stay dry, stay sane, stay well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.